Cleopatra in a flower bath, seducting, I'm lusting for the thing she has. Light skin, brown hair, body of a goddess. I put it on a pedestal, but she already on it. I speak the truth, I ain't telling no lies. Looking at her like looking in Medusa's eyes. Stuck stupid, a euphoria you can't describe. All I know is the beauty that's getting me high. Driven to go the lanes, gamble, risk it all. Put the weight on my shoulders and watch me fall. Crumble all my hopes and watch me crawl. Cause for you, I would give my all.
Ever so often, there's a time where women come along that we admire for what they do, whether it be an amazing actress, an amazing singer, an amazing artist, an amazing basketball player. Yes, I'm talking about Caitlin Clark right now. Shout out her.
Off her nuts.
She just broke. She just had a record set by being the first rookie to have a triple-double in WNBA history. And now this is not a Caitlin Clark pod to say, but this got me thinking and discussing it here with my colleague about women who have guy fans. Shout out the women, because I think, in my opinion, that for a woman to have genuine guy fans, you really are doing something amazing. Right off the top of my head, I think about Caitlin Clark. I also think about the singer for Paramore, Hayley Williams. If you grew up in the 2000s as a teenager like I did, you know Paramore was a big part of that emo push, that rock, alternative progressive rock that bumped on K-Rock, and you know, she pushed that, and she has genuine guy fans that I could think of, that guys love her. You know, there are girl boxers guys love, you know, so that's what I'm thinking about today. I'm thinking about the women who have genuine guy fans, and of course, the other side of the coin for that is women who only have guys that lust after them, quote unquote only fans, if you know what I'm saying. So right. Brandon, do you have some women in mind that you admire for their talent and not so much their beauty? I'd like to hear your take on that.
I have a few. I've always enjoyed sorry for the noise in the background, ladies and gentlemen, having a few maintenance problems here. I've always enjoyed Fiona Apple from the Cranberries. I've enjoyed I don't know, that's a hard question. Like, are you saying, like, do I just enjoy them, or do I think they're talented, or are they influential?
Well, there's a stigma when it comes to in the manhood, you know, hemisphere, where they don't really think, or they're not really fans of women. They their favorite basketball player, their favorite boxer, their favorite artist, all they seem to be guys, you know, guys support guys. But I'm starting to see, like, before Caitlin Clark came to the WNBA, nobody was watching the WNBA. Guys weren't necessarily fans of the WNBA. It was a failing league. But now I've noticed. Go ahead.
It comes off like that because you're not a WNBA fan. If you were a WNBA fan, you would always be like, you know, it's not falling off. It's just we're waiting for that one player to make it better. Or like when people say, "Oh, you still watch wrestling?" It's like, yeah, dude, it's still a really good show. It's still on TV for the last 30 years. Never took a break, you know, like. It's like they're so shocked that you still watch wrestling. It's just like, yeah, dog, it still comes on TV. It's one of the longest reigning TV shows ever.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's been going on for decades now, and a great, rich history. But that's what I mean when I say, if you have certain, like, you know, as kids, it was kind of forbidden to be into anything that a girl did. You know what I'm saying?
I was called gay if I was singing any type of song, Spice Girls, or there was a chick named Robin, and she had a song, damn, I can't think of it. Hers is this '90s, and she had a song that I would sing, and then they were like, the lyrics are very like for a girl singing to a guy. That's why, and it's like, where's the line draw? Like there's Childish Gambino. He did a cover of is it I really like that you come to me and I can't really explain it. I am so into you.
Yeah.
That's a girl,
Yes.
a girl song. But he sang it, and he sang it. He didn't change the words up. He didn't go, like to make it sound more masculine. He just sang it the way it was, and I think that was pretty cool. And you have to come to a point where it's like, I think a lot of dudes like female songs, but they like it behind closed doors.
Cause
Or
you're
like female artists.
everywhere to
Come on,
me.
Michelle Branch? Is that? Yeah, it's
And when
Michelle
I
Branch.
close my eyes, it's you.
But for me, I was not
I
ashamed.
see.
I can recall a moment where I got stigma from you and Phantom.
what?
I got mad. I got mad heat for cutting Lizzie McGuire's "Fly" and making it into a hip hop song. I got mad heat. First of all, let me tell the listeners.
Yeah.
I show them a beat. The beat's hard. Oh, this shit's dope, bro.
Yeah,
What? You
yeah.
cut this? What? They're shocked because I never cut songs. This is my first time cutting a song. It's a good cut. The drums sound good.
Yes.
Getting all these praise, and I go, you'll never guess where I cut it. And as soon as I say Lizzie McGuire, it turned in like,
We beat you up?
What the hell? Yeah, they pretty much beat me up. Threw me in the garbage can. Gave me a swirly. But like, it's just the demeanor and everything changed. It was like, now that we knew it was from Lizzie McGuire, like now we can't.
You mean Hillary Duff?
Sorry. Hillary. Right, I keep saying Lizzie McGuire. I'm sorry, Hillary Duff.
Shout out Hillary
Now that
Duff, dude. She's like still
Now
one
that
of the
you,
yeah.
go ahead.
No,
She's
I'm
still
saying
one of the
she's
what?
the hottest girls I've ever seen growing up.
I know that's what you're gonna say.
Yes.
She, like I said, she had made a few tracks, and I was like, when I would hear that song, I'm like, it's called "Fly." It just had a dope ass piano intro, and I was like, this is a hip hop track, regardless of who came out with it, you know.
You were like, she gets me.
I was like, no, she gets it, you know. She gets it. So I was like,
yeah.
for me, I like those shows, and I like some of those songs. Like you already know, it's not well documented, but as one of my best or closest friends, that I love Ghost Sailor.
Yes.
And Ghost Sailor is literally like pretty much, I would say Ghost Sailor, you would discover Ghost Sailor if you watched But I'm a Cheerleader, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're a band that plays like really fast, like garage rock, I believe, and the lead singer is a female. I don't know if she's gay or not, but her songs are, it seems like, predicated to that, you know?
Yes.
Like being a lesbian. I could be wrong. I could be reading her shit wrong, so I'm sorry in advance. But
Yeah.
I just think that like whenever I watch that movie, I relate it to Ghost Sailor and Dressy Bussy.
Yeah, but I'm a cheerleader, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the movie, But I'm a Cheerleader.
Oh, I love
They
that
have
movie.
they had a very great soundtrack, and two of the songs on there is the reason why I went on to discover these two bands,
Yes,
Ghost
yes.
Sailor and Dressy Bessie.
Yeah, like since we're talking about like girls that front bands, talk about like Evanescence. I could remember that she had a fan base, like, and I am drawing a line in the sand, because speaking from a guy's point of view, it was looked down on for you to be listening to women music, quote unquote, or women fronting a band. It was unusual for a guy to be hearing that type of stuff. It wasn't the norm when I was growing up. You couldn't be listening to, the Spice Girls in the hood and everybody would be like, yeah, that's cool, bro. Like, no.
Probably can even listen to Heart, or Joan Jett. You know what I mean? Like, or Joan Jett in Heart, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're like, where's Black Sabbath? Where's Iron Maiden? Like, so
That's crazy.
So and even worse, if you're a guy listening to girl rap, like girls rapping, like to this day, I don't have. This is my personal thing. I don't have rappers that are girls that I listen to. As a matter of fact, I can't even really listen to that. I just don't relate. I feel that
I have two. When they rap, or no, I have three. When they rap, I like it. I like hearing it.
Who's that?
Well, they're old songs. But one of them is from Lady of Rage. I go rough and stuff in my Afro puffs. Is on the Snoop Dogg album, the Doggy Style album. And she kills her verse. Obviously from 3-6 Mafia. I ain't with that nonsense, all that lovey-dovey mess. Feeling kinda hone, ain't like calling, all I want is sex. Sip of Victoria's Secret, it's the liquor. Like, she killed it.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Yeah.
And then,
but I'm saying, like, are you a fan of their catalog? Like, I could get liking a song or two. Like, you could like a song or two.
I'm gonna like a flow or two, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna like a flow or two, but even the one-hit wonders, you know, the can I be your I can't even remember their name. Look, Lil Mo, you know, like with featuring Fabulous Superwoman. Like when that song came out, I was like, this song is dope, and I always wanted to do like a remix to it. And every time, my flow would always be predicated to being the Superman.
Right. Yeah, you're playing the part. This reminds me of in my earlier years, in like my early 20s, you know, me and my homie would go around picking up girls that we knew, smoke out with them, and just naturally break into a freestyle battle, right? Like we just start kind of freestyling, and I thought it was so funny that every time it got to the girl, she would attempt to freestyle rap, but it always felt like trauma dumping. Like she just started going like, I didn't have a good day, and then you wrote to her, and then you looked at me, and you did that to me, and I was like, we were just rapping about dragons and breathing fire, and now you're like rapping about your ex-boyfriend and making us.
You guys are rapping about fucking Voldemort.
I'm trying to tell you, when the hemisphere, the man in me has no fear. And then fucking.
We were on some. Let me get back to the ill spiritual. That's what we were definitely on. Like, spirit. No, we were on some horrorcore medieval times types.
Some hardcore Mortibor. And it just reminded me of that, like having that girl rap, and I just looking at her like, But I also like girl comedians. Like I forget her name. It's kind of escaping my mind right now. But there's this funny ass one-liner joke this comedian said. She said,
Whitney Cummings.
No, it wasn't. It was two. Okay, the Whitney Cummings one. I'll get it out the way real fast. Whitney Cummings, shout out her. But she said, it's like I hate LA. Ever since I moved here, all the guys are borderline gay. He's like, and they like to shave everything, you know. They like to shave down every single hair in their body. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't want to feel like I'm having sex with Elijah Wood. and then the other one, I haven't told you this one, but the other one, the girl says, it's like, my boyfriend told me he wanted to kill himself. Great. Now I can't kill myself because they're gonna think we were in love. So I thought, you know, these are funny jokes and they have no gender. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's where women could make their way. I see a lot of women like to come on stage and, oh, he look my pussy. He I shut my titties. You know, like start trying to be vulgar like a guy is.
How do you feel about a vulgar guy, like a guy that just come on, you know, I whipped my dick out and it went in her mouth and it came through her nose? Like, how does that make you feel?
Well,
you just popped right now for that, so I would assume.
I'm saying because I do see those comedians too, but I'm not saying I'm a fan of a guy's comedy act that you know, that consists of whipping his dick out, you know, like. So.
But I feel like sometimes though that bit is depending on the crowd, and if you that bit, you know, obviously makes them laugh and laugh uncontrollably, they're gonna ride that mode. They're gonna, like, I'll never forget Joe Torre's brother. Can't think of his name right now. It's Joe Torre's brother. My bad, Joe Torre's brother. I'm so sorry, bro. You are like a legend, and I can't think of your name right now. But he was doing Shaq's all-star comedy thing. Thank you, bro. Guy Torre. He was doing Shaq's all-star comedy roast, and he started talking about, at the time, Lakers swept the Nets, and he was talking about Jason Kidd doing interviews with his son, like you know, like, and his son had a big ass bobblehead, like, you know, his son would be like, he's over here talking, his son is like kind of like has a big head, so he's trying to like hold it up. And he made the comment, it looks like that Bart's has bite commercial, which is an old school drink that is root beer.
Yes.
And so what was funny about that was like, I was thinking like after he seen that pop the whole room, he kept doing the visuals. He kept going like, you know, I thought he was a grown man. He had more like little side jokes to it. You could tell he just made those up on the spot because everyone was laughing at the fact the visual Shaq was dying. You know, so he was just, oh, let me ride this wave for a bit, you know?
Yeah.
So it would be different if like you come out there and you try to hit a joke. Like Chappelle's good at this where he'll say a joke and he'll be like, it might not go over as well, but fuck it, you know, like
yeah.
And that's funny in itself. Like you're like already into making people anticipate you bombing. And then you bomb, they're just like, nah, that's not good, you know? And it's still they're still laughing.
Yeah.
And so it almost gives you like this like connection. But I do see why they would do that, you know, like why they would ride that wave, like of male or female. But females, I remember I went to John Levitt's comedy club at Universal when it was there, and a female went up. The most famous female of all the whole comedians went up there. She did a few like Ally McBeals and stuff like that, whatever, and a few shows on TV, and she bombed, like, cause she went out there, oh, you know, fucking, I don't have an ass like the host, and she like showed her ass, it was like small, and she was like, oh, you know, but I'm gonna get someone to fuck this tonight, and she like pat her pussy, and I'm just like, everyone came out here with some jokes, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to. Then one, bro, I swear to you, as it goes on, you just hear one dude, boo. Because it wasn't like a regular, you know, it wasn't like a laugh factor or something. It was literally like people were respectful, and it was my ex-girlfriend's friend's event.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, people were respectful, but I swear she just kept going and kept bombing. The guy just goes, boo. It was pretty crickets. Like she changed the mood. Like I thought the best dude was the guy who was the LA Kings sports announcer. The guy who goes, oh, seat 5. He was funny. He had some funny jokes.
Yeah.
He's the only guy who impersonated John Lovitz. Only guy. Goes, what is John Levis thinking? Look at his establishment. Okay, I want a big sign of me here, bro. He did that, I died. I was like,
yeah, bro. Like, all comedy is tough to do, and I could see how people are gonna resort to the hacky jokes like that just to get a quick laugh. Right. But you know what I'm saying, they have no real material, and yeah, bro, that's a perfect example. Like, you know,
but there's the queens of comedy, like. We had Kings of Comedy, but even so, it's so funny is that, like, when they're dubbed the Kings of Comedy, some people don't revere them as the Kings of Comedy. People don't revere Steve Harvey as the King of Comedy. Some people don't even have him on their top 10 list. Some people don't have Cedric Entertainer on their top 10 list.
Yeah.
I don't even know if people fuck with DL Hughley like that. I know Bernie Mac is universally loved. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But everyone else, they're like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that these guys aren't talented. I'm not even saying that they don't deserve to be on our Mount Rushmore. But I'm saying that, like, if you were to just gather everyone in comedy, even the old greats, you know what I mean? Like, are you still sticking with the Kings of Comedy? You know what I mean?
Right. No, it's vast, bro. Comedians, man. I love comedy, dude. Like, ever since I was a kid, growing up with Dave Attell, Insomnia, growing up with, you know, Yo Mama on MTV. Yeah. You guys remember that one? And
Wilder Valderrama hosting it. You
know,
my boy came out on that.
Oh, you told me about it. I think who came out?
Not, you know, my boy from Arizona. He came out in it. Not to name drop his shit. He came out from Arizona. Yeah, he was with his ex-girlfriend, and they came out as extras, and he was like, yeah, you know, just you're there, and they say the same jokes and get good takes. You just gotta go. You know, you have to pretend to laugh. And he said when he would laugh, he would just kind of do something with his hands that kind of stick out.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That's funny.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the topic we're trying to touch on today is women with guy fans. And yes, there's women who have legit guy fans, and not guys that are only lusting after them. Because you know, this brings me to my next point. Women, you know, Instagram models or TikTok models, people, unfortunately, even the ones that might do something, they're very talented when it comes to like acrobatics. They're flexible. They
Yeah.
do this, but unfortunately, people don't. They look past that, and they just see a fat ass, or they just see a pretty face, and that's the reason they're following you. And I'm sure they know this, but that's the difference between the women who have actual guy fans, who have a catalog that men respect and indulge in. Like I said, there's actresses that whenever they come on, you're like, oh, that's a good actress, and you don't see them as
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a fine actress. So
Right.
brings me to my point. Are TikTok models or Instagram models talented? So I'll start off with you. Are TikTok models or Instagram models talented?
There are some that don't need to do certain things, but they do it because it attracts attention, which then attracts more eyes to your brand or product, which then gives you a genuine fan base. But also, you have to deal with people that are, kind of like perverts, or the kind of one that just, oh, hey, I hit your DMs, hit me back. Like those guys, they never have a chance, bro. Those guys never will have a chance, like ever in life. The guy who goes, I just DM'd you, check, like, dude, you do know this person has over 10,000 likes on this video by itself, and over 100 and something comments. So that means that her DMs is filled with guys I just DM'd you. So that already, for me, takes that out of the equation, because I'm an overthinker in general. So when I see a video like that, I put not interested, because that has no value to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not somebody who goes to a strip club, not somebody who like wants to go see girls in scandalous clothes and dance. I'm straight. The girl I'm messing with, the girl I like, the girl I'm lusting for, or I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that, because there's some sort of connection that just makes me go, even like, it makes me feel good inside. But seeing like a random person that everyone shares, I'm selfish when it comes to that shit. I'm not trying to share. I'm not trying to fight with a 35-year-old guy in the basement.
Yeah.
One hand on his cock, one hand on the keyboard. Like, no,
Yeah.
dude, you got it. I like to quote my boy, bro. Y'all got it.
Yeah. That brings up a question for me. Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, but I worked at events that had strippers in it, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I worked at Secret Sunday, and that's where like a lot of who's rappers would come through, producers would come through, and we had dancers there.
I know a guy who
Like,
spent his life savings on $500 strip club. Shout out that guy.
That guy had either he had a miserable marriage, or he just was content with what he wanted, or he knew what he wanted. He wanted to pay people to get his little fix off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he went into the champagne.
Fuck him and up and leave.
Yeah, you already know. You quoted me? You never quote me.
That was it right there.
That from Four Brothers. He says, "What do you pay a hoe for?" That you pay him to fucking leave.
Yeah, ain't that right? But
damn, you cut me off when you did the.
My bad.
I'm gonna pay him to leave. You're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. Yeah, like I said, have you ever been to a strip club? You told me, you worked at events that,
Right, Secret Sunday, and then I worked events where they're just regular go-go dancers. It was Freaky Fridays? No, it's not called Freaky Fridays. That's Breakfast Club. It was something called, like a Friday where it was just lesbians, and it was like hip hop Fridays. And hip hop Fridays we had go-go dancers. So on Sundays it would be strippers, on Friday it would be go-go dancers. And then we had male also, because it was in West Hollywood, so it was a gay and straight nightclub. So I've seen everything you could think of. I've seen events where, like, obviously I won't even say the event or who the promoter was, just because like this is probably, I'm pretty sure it was illegal at the club I was working at. The specific event, I won't even say the name, like I said, but at a certain time he would go drop them, and all the male dancers would go on the table in VIP, anywhere they're at, bar, drop their pants, bro, and they just be fucking salami and two chiclets out,
all that for a piece of gabagoo?
I'm just saying, all that for a piece of gabagoo, but you're not looking at Like we're in a room. I worked Sodom Gomorrah. You know what I mean? I
That
worked in
sounds
the
like it.
motherfucker.
I could feel the
I worked in it.
humidity in
You
the
know,
air.
like it is sex in the air. Like at the end of the day, and so
Yes, yes.
to see that and then like to experience that and then I even had the secret Sundays, you know, like where I'm like the stripper comes down dressed right off the pole, walks to me and like slow-mo, gives me the chin rub and goes, "Oh, you look like a R&B singer." And then comes back, "Miguel." And I'm like, okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then so for when I got out of that world, I was just like, I have no desire to go to a strip club. Like, cause I'd rather like try and get into something with someone. You know what I'm saying? Go try to holler at someone,
Right.
try to go do something. Like, I'm not trying to go like spend my hard-earned cash on. I'm not trying to put like no one through college. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna have a connection with.
But
You
what
feel
about
me?
the
Like,
kids? You gotta think about the kids, you know?
I hope that obviously there's enough people in the world to put their kids through college or put them through
They're doing just
whatever they
fine.
need to do. Yeah, you don't need my money, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like I'm not like, oh, you're a stripper. I dated a few strippers, so
Yes, yes.
no,
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
there's no, yeah, and it was tough. And I dated one that was beginning, and I dated one that was a fucking retired one.
Both spectrums.
The retired one was like low key prostituting. So
Yeah. That's what she was doing in your house, or what?
and again,
I said that's why she was in your house.
no, I was in her apartment.
Oh, I see. She took you
You know what
out.
I'm saying? She's telling me, "Oh, hey, the cable guy's coming. I'm just gonna give him a lap dance." Oh
Uh.
shit! I'll be back. You know, just make sure we got whatever we need so we can smoke.
I love that. Yeah, so our TikTok models, Instagram models, talented. In my opinion, they are, because they're able to monetize, whatever talent they do have, and they're able to monetize. So whoever's who's able to monetize themselves is talented in a sense. But now, as far as is it beneficial for the guy, I think you want to take Brandon's approach where you click and you put not interested, because it is a rabbit hole and it is a fantasy that you're never going to achieve. So you're basically setting yourself up to become a simp and to become a lustful person, because it doesn't stop with that one account. You lust for one woman, you're going to lust for a lot of them. So social media makes it very easy for us guys to just have the perfect collection of women in our Rolodex, and it just makes it so easy for us to sexualize everybody. And of course, women, they're being sexualized because they want to be, they love to be, they have a fan base according to that. So that's why it just goes back to the women who do have fans for the things they do, whether it be music, their artist catalog, their videography, whatever they're involved in, comedy, wrestling. I'm sure there is a 50-50 split where there is a good woman wrestler and also just the one that's being fetishized, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
look at her,
Well,
but
yeah, that's funny that you say that, because there's been a few female wrestlers that have moves that are like kind of like, okay, they have big
Provocative.
asses, so they're gonna do like thump, or they're gonna do like a remember Rikishi? He would
Yeah.
like rub his ass, and there's some females that do that, and it was like they even played around with it. Like there's a lesbian chick named wow, I can't say her name right now. Belazar.
yeah.
Shanae Belazar. And she like, okay, so there's this female wrestler named Rhea Ripley. She did it's called ass face or stink face, where you rub your ass in the face of opponent. After she did it to someone, the person rolled out the ring and she like volunteered to get it. She's like, yeah, come on. Like it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it's used in a context of being funny, it's cool. But even in wrestling, I don't want sexualized stuff, like it's like, for me, who's someone with a high sex drive, I sometimes want to separate that stuff. I don't want my things to be bleeding in with that. Then it turns me into something. That now I'm like in that predator, like
Right.
I need sex lust mode.
Yeah, I don't want to be walking around with a boner all day. You know what I mean?
100.
But
Not trying to stand at attention all day.
I think I saw a TikTok like of a guy just with a worried face, and he goes like, "When you're in a threesome and your homie goes full feral and starts looking at you."
That's nuts, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's probably something. I think that's one thing too that I've avoided too is the threesomes because of that reason. Like I'm not trying to underperform here with two females, you know. Like then all of a sudden you guys just make it about you, and I'm just over here. Well, I'll just wank it, you know.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the guy's gonna find himself in a chance for a threesome with another guy more than he is with two girls. You know what I mean? Like,
And it might just be the homie.
yeah, and it will be the homie. And I'll touch on this story. I didn't mean to, but we were hanging out. You know, I had a
No names.
no names,
You know what
right?
I'm
No
saying?
names.
No
But
names. No names.
we were hanging out. This was my early 20s, right? And it was me and the homie. He was riding up front, and we had three girls in the car. And this was, you know, in those crazy times where you're picking up these girls and you're going to drink, you're going to smoke, and of course, the whole point of the whole night is to eventually get laid, right? We all do that. And,
Absolutely.
And you know, the night was coming to a close, and honestly, I was crushing on a certain girl, but she wasn't giving me the light of day. And there was three girls, and one of them I was crushing on. That one wasn't paying me attention. The other one did like me, but I didn't want her. And then there was another one who wanted me, but I didn't want her either. So eventually I'm trying to get at her, but I didn't know it at the time, but she was lesbian, so that's the reason for her not being interested. But
So she was trying to get. Wasn't she trying to get at the one that liked you? Not the middle one, but the one with the colored hair. I think if you're gonna give them descriptions, you want to use their name. There's one.
Okay,
there's one
so
with long hair.
yes.
And then there's one that was just regular. You know.
So there's one with red hair. There was another one with long hair, and the one that I like had a kind of a short cut. You know, like I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like a up to the shoulder cut. But I didn't catch the drift. But anyway, one of the girls in there, she was like, "Oh, I want you." Obviously she's drunk, and she starts touching me. And while she's touching me, I'm looking over at the girl that I want. Like, it's like, I want you though. And then
But don't you, real fast to interject, because I've heard this story a million times.
yes.
Don't you think that was done by her because she's seen your interest was elsewhere? Like,
Yes.
she wasn't getting your attention that whole night, right? You gotta tell this
Yes.
story. Tell it the right way.
Okay, so she wasn't getting my attention the whole night because I was honestly crushing on her friend, but she wanted to, you know, to come back with me. And obviously my friend on the right side felt just left out because nobody was really trying to be with him. And so, you know, as the night starts to settle, I'm trying to drop these girls off. I realize, like, I just want to go home after all of this, like. But anyway, like, the one girls are like, no, don't drop us off yet. And she goes like, no, don't go drop them off first, and then drop me off after when you drop everybody off. So I knew she was trying to plot, you know, to get me alone with her. And I was like, no, I'm gonna drop all of you off, and then I'll drop the homie off. And then she goes like, no, don't do it. And she goes like, oh, drop them off, and then me, you, and guy at the, you know, I'm passenger seats, like, we could have a threesome. And I just kind of like, things got dark in my mind. I was just like, you know, kind of got scary for me because I'd never been in that situation. So I took a second to take in what she just said. Also, like, the shyness of having those other two girls hear the whole thing, you know, like, I wonder what they're thinking. And I'm just assessing the situation, and I look over to my friend, and my friend just has like a little smile on his face, and he turns over to me, and he just kind of looks at me like, please, bro, please, let's do this. Like, shout out that dude. And he looks over at me like, Michael has my back. We're gonna do this. And he
Were
looks
you
over.
expecting to see the same, like, oh no, look on his face? Or
Yeah, I expected kind of like a look of him like, damn, this girl is crazy kind of shit, you know, like, this girl that has no shame. But when I looked at him, he was just like already in the threesome, you know, like in his head. And he's like, oh, it's gonna crack. Yeah. And he had kind of like a little smile on his face, and I looked at him, and he didn't even tell me anything. I just said, no. He just looked at me with the smile on his face, and I looked at him, I was like, no.
what did he say when you said no?
Oh, he got sad.
Debbie Downer. That sucks because no, well, it doesn't suck. It sucks, yes, because maybe there was a moment where he thought, oh, he'd be down for that. Like, oh,
He take what he
he'd do
can
a good
get.
job of, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But then you were like, I'm not trying to have our balls touch, like, what if she wants double penetration?
I'm not trying to have
But
you in my mind for
had
the rest
that-
of my life, you know?
I've had that happen to me too, where I was working at the nightclub and I was helping a girl to her car, and she's like, oh, she did the infamous, swipe your chin. You
Yeah.
look hot. Why don't you come home with me? I'm like, I'm off now. Like, and you live around here? I would just keep thinking. I was like, butter. And then as I'm going and literally like helping her to her car, she opens the car and picks up like the back seat and goes, hey, there's this dude. He just like picks his head up. Like, hey, this guy wants to come with us.
What
And he's like,
the-
yeah.
Oh.
Like blonde-haired
Yes.
European dude. He's like, yeah.
Oh.
He's so cute. He's hot.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, thank you. I was like, oh, you know what? Nah, a matter of fact, I had to get home.
You
I don't
backed
feel too
out?
good. I did. Might have drank. Huh?
You backed out?
100%. I backed out because I just wasn't I wasn't there mentally.
You weren't
like,
ready for that?
Like I wasn't okay with like this guy getting to do whatever he wanted to do to me while I'm doing it.
Right.
I'm solid.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm good, and just went home and
You were-
solace.
Yeah, you weren't ready for the Euro trip?
Hell no, I wasn't ready for the Klingenheimer.
You weren't ready for the That's why I never heard that one. But
No, it was because he was trying to think of the code word,
Yeah.
the safe word for them to stop. It was like Klingenhanger, and it was wrong. Like it wasn't that though.
I get what you're saying now. That's a good one. Just kind of when I was younger, I was probably like 16, bro. I got kicked out of my house, and I ended up just kind of running out, and I ended up at MacArthur Park. Y'all that are from LA, y'all know where MacArthur Park's at. And I was there, midnight around 1, and out of nowhere I just see this guy walk up, and he has these two Modelo's tall cans. And he's like, hey fool, what are you doing right there? And I'm just like, oh, I just got kicked out, gullible 16-year-old guy. So he tells me, oh, you got kicked out? Your parents kicked you out? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh man, that sucks, bro.
I remember this story.
Yeah, he's like,
sorry,
oh,
go ahead.
He goes like, oh, you want a beer? And I was like, yeah, I'll take a beer. I didn't drink, but I was just so rebellious, out of control. I was like, yeah, I'll take a beer. So I started drinking the beer with the guy. He's like, bro, you don't gotta sleep out here. You can sleep at my house, bro. I got a pad, bro. It's cool right there. You can chill right there. I was like, oh, for real? He's like, and I was thinking, hell yeah, at least I could sleep somewhere more safe than to be out here in MacArthur Park in the middle of the night, which is not safe. And
hell no.
So
you're like you said, you're vulnerable and gullible.
Yeah.
But it sounds like I don't know. For me though, you didn't have no type of what is this who want for me? Or you never had no instance where people hit on you, or you just were oblivious to it.
Well, this is what happens when you think that the people of your color and your race have no bad intentions towards you. So I walked with that guy to where he lived. He actually lived right there by Olympic and Hoover or something like that. But fuck that guy. But anyway, I went with him, and I didn't know, right? But he opens his apartment, right? And everything's dark, bro. But I could see there's like a black guy sleeping, another guy sleeping in the living room, and he just like, oh yeah, just walk straight to the back. And I was like, and I started kind of feel already the creepiness then, And I was like, okay. And I walked to the back, and he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, you want some shorts? You want to sleep in some shorts? And I was like, no, bro, I'm good like this, right? I think that's what I said. I was like, I'm good with this. And because he started getting weird at that point, I felt like he thought like I got one, and he was just trying to push the issue. And then out of nowhere, he brings out the Pookie, right? And he goes like, you want to hit? I was like, oh yeah, I'm down. and I took a hit of the pookie. Y'all know what that is. If you know, you know. And the guy puts on like pornography.
Hey, bro, that fool wanted to pee and pee with you. Straight up.
What
I
is
just
that?
realized that. He wanted to party and play with you.
Oh, I mean, that was the whole
He
point.
wanted to hit that pookie with you, and he wanted to like either A, masturbate with you, or B, masturbate for you.
No, he told me what he wanted to do. So what he
Get there. Yeah, my bad.
So the guy puts on pornography, and that's already right away. I was like, what the fuck? I don't watch. Not even with my homies do I watch porn, dude. That's weird, you know.
Not supposed to.
I was like, wait, this is not right. You're not supposed to. So
it's never supposed to be like. I never understood people like the homies like putting on. Hey, damn, look at this. You know.
Yeah.
Like put on a hardcore. I understand shock value. Like, okay, so this is for all the Gen Zers. Before how the internet was today, it was like almost like cracking the Da Vinci Code to just find something on the internet that was very risque or taboo. So like we would go to nationalgeographic.com and look at girls' titties go to the left while they standing to the right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Or rotten.com, seeing dead bodies or hot girls or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, LimeWire. We a lot of people's computers were murdered due to LimeWire because of the pornos. 2 girls in a cup. Whatever curiosity we could think of. We'd just be like, doggy style porn and fucking get an hour worth of compilations.
Yes. No, it's true, and of course we all did that, bro. We were all downloading porn on LimeWire, and right. It was the beginning of all that. So anyway, like back to that story. I was at that guy's house or room or whatever. Puts on the porno, and it wasn't gay porno. It was just straight porno, and I can still remember what it was. And I think it was some guy getting head or something like that. And then the guy goes like, "Oh yeah, you want to hit another pookie?" And he goes like, I don't know how it came about, but he started. I think he just came out and said it, bro. He's like, "Oh, can I give you some head?" And I looked at him right away. I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "You're gay, homie?" He's like, "Yeah." And I just start going, "How long have you been gay for?"
While he's doing it?
No. So tell me, how long you been gay?
No, take it slower. Okay.
Yeah. So the guy, no, he just tells me he offers, right? And then I go like, what the fuck? I get like he could tell I was like insulted, and he goes like, and when I noticed the thing, I kind of I looked at him, and I was like, I could see it, you know? And then I go, so how long you been gay? He's like, I don't know, dog. It's like, it's just what I like. And I was like, oh. It's like, I don't know what the fuck he said after that, but I just remember going like, hey, bro, I'm gonna leave. And I didn't even wait for him to say anything, though. I ran out, but it felt like I was running out of like an endless hallway. Like everything was dark. I was like, somebody's gonna snatch my ass like before I make it to the door, you know? I fucking ran out of there, bro. Like, you know, the meth hitting and the shock of it all.
You're paranoid. You ran out there like Ghostface and Jadakiss. Run! I will not get bagged by these cops.
I'm trying to tell you, I was running out there like, and then I'm running down Olympic in the middle of the night, like, you know, and but fuck that guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason I say fuck that guy is because he was trying to prey on my weakness. He was trying to prey on the fact that I was a young kid, gullible. This guy was probably 24, 23, you know? And he was just trying to prey on me, bro. And you know, thank God I was able to get out of that, because I don't know what the fuck could have happened there. You feel me? Like, I just don't know. Like, I guess I wasn't fucking crazy enough to fall for something like that, you know, or hurt enough, or I don't know, dude, honestly. But that was one of the strangest stories that happened to me growing up, and just wanted to bring that up because you know, like, kind of like with you, like you said, you know, that girl invited you, brought some guy, and everything just got it to a dark twist, you know, like
what? No.
Yeah, bro.
Lead with that. Lead with that. Me and my homeboy are here. You know, like, lead with that.
Yeah. And yeah, bro. But as a young guy, it's sometimes hard to kind of, even though it sounds funny right now to a grown man, but it's hard for you to find your way out of those situations. Like, you still feel some type of what's the word? You feel like obligated a little bit, you know, like oh, just do the drugs. Oh, everyone's doing them. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel peer pressure, and you, as a young guy, like I could see, you know, like certain shit.
Yeah.
It's hard for you to find your way out. But I mean, I hope all those young guys have the strength to do that shit, because I could see people falling for shit like that and kind of, you know, God forbid, fall for things like that. That's crazy shit. But
Right.
I digress. What I do want to talk about is
We went into this whole my first gay experience.
no gay experiences, all right? There is no gay experiences here. I ran the fuck out. I ran down Olympic. I look like I just stole something.
Ran down Union.
I'm trying to tell you, I ran the fuck out of there. That's the
Ran past
story.
the El Pollo Compadro.
El Pollo Campo.
No, it's compadre. It's compadro.
Compadre. But I do. I do. Okay, wrap it up. Michael tells a story of a gay predator and he gets choked up. I get it.
Yeah, and then he runs past the chicken spot.
I get gaslighted. I ran by the pupuseria. I do want to bring this up though. So there's a lot of these red pill shows. One of them is Fresh and Fit. Are you familiar with Fresh and Fit?
No, I'm not familiar with it. Can you elaborate a little bit more about
Okay, so Fresh and Fit is these two guys. I know one of them is Myron. I forget the other guy's name, but it's these two guys who basically bring on these Instagram, TikTok models and basically bring them on to ask gotcha questions and to basically degrade them in front of people. And they have super chats who are also degrading the women. Basically, any girl that decides to go into the show is gonna get berated for their lifestyle. And you know, they like to play holy. You know, a woman is only good for sex. Women have no value after 25. Women's only, you know what I'm saying? Those point of views, very red pills, what they call it, red pill shows. But I want to bring up the fact that I have a disdain for people like that, because it's like you bring these girls on that are paying your bills because no one's watching your ass alone. You're not interesting. You don't have a platform without these girls that are making your views. People are only tuning in to watch those girls, regardless of what they want to say, regardless of how they want to treat them. They want to treat them like sex objects, but guess what, bro? You're watching, and you're watching because you're lusting for them. So these guys who think that they're mighty by degrading women, in reality, bro, you love women. You're obsessed with women, and you lust for them, and they are your god. So that's why, in a sense, to lash out, you want to berate these women because they're not paying attention to you. They don't want to fuck you, so now they're the enemy. And I get that sense from these red pill shows. It's like you berate them, bro, because they don't want you, so you hate them for it. And then you want to play a holy character that's like, yeah, women should be married. Oh, women with
holy are righteous, right?
Righteous,
Or
holy. Righteous,
same
yes,
shit.
yes. Righteous is the right word. They want to act like they're living the right life, and they could point a finger to these girls. Now, I don't condone guys, you know, subscribing to these OnlyFans things. It's just I don't condone pornography. I think pornography in my perfect world would be banned, but I understand that, you know, the knife doesn't kill people kill people. So the same thing with pornography. No one is forcing you to watch pornography. This is up to you if you want to indulge, just like everything else. No one's forcing you to drink till you die, you know, but if you want to, that's on your own will. So to me, it's like I understand that part of it. So to me, I don't want to ban pornography or anything like that. I'm not with the girls. I don't stand with what they do. I don't think like, oh, high five. Yeah, take advantage of all these stupid guys. I'm not saying that. But also, I'm not with the fact of, you know, berating women for what they do, because obviously if anyone should be berated are their customers, which are 99.9% guys. You know what I mean? So you should be pointing your finger at your audience, Fresh and Fit, if you're listening. Myron and you guys, point the finger at your audience, because without those girls, you wouldn't have a show, G. No one is watching you. You're
But
not interested.
how does it make you feel when they ask a certain question and they're like, "Oh, I'm not dating a guy who doesn't make six figures." Or,
What
I'm
what
not
does it make
dating
me
a
feel?
guy. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah. Exactly. How
Um,
does it make you feel?
what does it make me feel when they say I'm not dating? Okay, well that's your
I'm not
life.
dating a guy who. I'm not dating a guy who takes me to Cheesecake Factory.
Right, I see, and those are the girls that they bring in on, right? Those are the type of mentalities they're bringing on.
Those are the trigger type girls because you got guys that are hard workers and they're just like, I just want, and like they probably had females and they take them somewhere where they think that it's nice. And for me, just taking someone out to eat is a grand gesture. You get
Oh,
me?
of course, yeah.
Making someone some food to eat is a grand gesture. I don't think people understand. Tiger Woods was a millionaire, and when he was cheating on his wife, and he bought what did she bought her a chicken sandwich? Girl, one of the girls he was cheating on her with.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you
Yeah.
think that it doesn't matter if it's a millionaire or a guy working at KFC. If your worth or effort will be determined on how you treat this man. If you treat this man like he has goals in life and that, you treat him, you put him on top, you put him on a pedestal, and you really think he'll do everything in his power to try to give you some slice of paradise as opposed to treating you like someone that they're trying to just smash and move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you could tell the difference. Like when you meet up with a girl and you talking to him and like that feels good, and you ain't gotta meet up and just only call to meet up to have sex. You could call and, hey, let's do something, let's talk. Or let's do something where it's nothing distracting us. Let's not go to the movies where we're watching a movie for an hour. We're not getting to know each other. Let's go to
Right.
the park.
Yes.
Where you have to develop entertainment and like put your phone down, put it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like those things are signs, they're telltale signs of you being interested in someone. But I'm saying as soon as you straight up, like, oh hey, let's go to Mickey D's real fast and then let's go back to my pad. Come on, dog. You as a male. And if that's okay for them, you're smashing. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're hitting that.
That's right. Well,
Like you're going to hit,
go ahead.
like you're going to try to attempt to hit that.
Yeah.
Even if they're hit that, they don't agree to that or they're not there for that. You're going to attempt it, and however you now you got to deal with the consequences for that action. So, if the consequences now you just created an awkward moment, you better ride that shit like the Silver Surfer.
Yes, exactly.
Because, like, at the end of the day, or you could be bold and be like, you know what, I'm gonna just drop you off, or you could do that too. But just be honest. You wouldn't even have to do any of that if you were just honest from the beginning or from the get-go, where you just felt like, you know what, I just want to have something I like enjoying doing things platonic, but I don't mind if the vibe brings us to something sexual. And I feel like if more guys would be like that, as opposed to, oh, boo, I'm trying to boo you up. I'm trying to make you do. I'm trying to. I'm saying, let
for
me
the
hold your hand
ultimate
when
goal,
it's,
you know.
I'm saying Johnny patting his pockets, opening the doors, DJ Quick,
Yeah.
Like, if that's not who you are, don't pretend to be it. Because as soon as she shuts you down or shuts you off, you're not finna open that door. You finna walk through it and let it slam in her face.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's a whole different pop. But guys, they put up an act for sure. Like, ladies, be careful because none of these guys really love you. Just human nature and general. Like, guys don't love you. They want one thing because what else? Why would they want your personality? Why would they want this? They don't know you. So for sure, there's only one thing that they want at certain points. But
was that Otacon calling?
Yeah. Yeah, I just switched it. Yeah, that's the Metal Gear Solid ringtone right there. But what is it?
Otacon is just calling right now.
Yeah.
Snake!
They hit me up right now. But no, like I said, what does it make me feel when women say they only want to date guys that are at 6 feet and make $100,000 a year, right? What it makes me think is, that's your life. If that's what you want in your life, then you're entitled to wait for that guy. And guess what? I don't want to be with a woman like that. Why would I want to be with a woman like that? Now, those guys don't want to be with you either. They're gonna use you up. You think that they don't see the games you're playing with them? So you're a gold digger, you're gonna be treated like one. Guys at the highest level do so, you know. These girls, they only mess with rich guys. Yeah, but you're not the only girl that they're messing with, and you know that. So I don't care if they have preferences. I've dated women with preferences. You know what I mean?
Right. Me too.
And
I've also I've squashed their preferences, or I've squashed their what they're into. Oh, I only date tall guys. I only date guys that have this. I only date guys. Oh, well, I'm the Enigma, so I'm not gonna be like any guy you've ever dated before. You might find similarities in the sense of immaturity because we're always growing, and as males we're always growing and trying to be the best man we can be for ourselves. But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna meet some guy like me. You're not gonna meet some guy where you have this conversation or who makes you think of what your actions are or what your emotions are. I'm one of the overthinking is a gift and a curse, and I'm an overthinker. So to be able to read someone and be able to understand their energy, they hate
can
that
feel
and they
your
love it at the same
energy
time.
from 2 planets away.
Oh, I can feel your energy from 2 planets away.
There you go. Shout out Kendrick.
They
Yeah.
not like us. No. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, I've dated girls with preferences. Like I used to date this black girl, and she would be like, "You look so much better when you have a fade and a hat on." I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I like my long hair." You know what I mean? Like, and she used to go like, "Oh, you look so much better when you trim your beard down," and basically was trying to dress me up like a vato. You feel me? Like, and that was like one of the girls who, and I used to see this other girl who was like a kind of like a chola, right? And she would like, she's like, "Man, you're not my type, but I like you." I used to like, you know what I mean? Like, and we would like sneak away from the crowd and do our thing, but we could never be like a thing because we were just so different, and I knew it. Like, we didn't listen to the same music. I just was lusting for her, and she was down with it. Like, she found me attractive, but I was the rocker guy, you feel me? But she found me attractive. But like in her perfect world, we were in matching Jordans, you know what I mean? And we were
like matching Jordans. You got a loaf, maybe like a taper fade.
yeah. We're both wearing LA hats, you feel me? Like we're both at the Dodger game, and I think that's what she some type of TikTok feed, you know, like but she will always tell me that, and I always went like, in my head I was like girl, I ain't trying to change you, you know what I'm saying? Like but I don't know why girls think that's okay, but I think they do that with guys. Like there's even this viral trend like where it's like these white guys that are like me before the black girlfriend effect, and then it's like motherfucker looks raggedy as hell, and after, like, it's with that song, I ain't never been the same, baby.
Tommy Rich ruining hip hop, according to I forgot his name. Was it DJ Fleck? Man, the FM1 driving shoe. Who's that DJ again?
The FM1 driving shoe.
Hold on. Is it DJ Flex, Matt? Is it DJ Flex?
Funkmaster Flex? Who you talking about?
No. DJ Flex? Is it DJ? It's a Atlanta. I don't know if he's a
DJ Envy?
He had. No, come on, G. I would have said DJ Envy. It's a black bald dude. It's a black bald dude, bro. He used to have a distinguished voice on certain songs. Damn it.
You're talking about the guy that be dropping bombs, the New York guy.
Nah, that's Academics.
No.
Right?
No.
He ain't a DJ.
I know. It's just for namesake.
For namesake, I'm just saying Academics.
Okay. So he said what? He was ruining hip hop.
Nah. This fool right here, he's fuck. Dude, isn't it DJ Flex?
Yeah, DJ Flex.
I don't know, it's not. It's a big black dude.
Does he have a podcast?
Yes, he does.
You're talking about the guy that the Drink Champs? No? Am I tripping?
Drink Champs? No.
I don't know.
Thinking about fucking Kid Capri?
Nah, fucking the other forget his name too.
Thinking
Boricua
about
guy.
fucking- You ain't got no wins on mi casa.
Yeah.
Nori?
I think that's what I'm talking about. Yes. But
I
no.
put famous
Anyway.
DJs, and then I get Steve Okoye. Marshmallow.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So no, what I'm saying is that the guy puts with that song in the back, and then he just says before the black girlfriend effect, and then after motherfucker look like a brother. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, that
he got
video.
the
Yeah.
low taper. He got the he got the different fit. You know what I'm saying? The beard is gone. Like white guy turned into somebody from the hood. You know what I mean? I thought that was funny, but I mean, it's true. Like girls want you to look different because the girlfriend effect really what it's telling me is that a girl never liked your style, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Right.
she's creating you in her image. Like she wants you to be what she finds attractive. You know what I mean? Like, but I thought that was funny. But guys,
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Okay.
all right, guys, we appreciate you. We're at the 1 hour mark. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Check out our last episode. It's Ryan Garcia Races. To sum it up for you, we all have slips and we all have our racial undertones. Comedy is full of racism. It's what makes it funny. Was what Ryan Garcia did funny? No, I think he needs help. But we're quick to judge people, but let's work with people instead of judging them. I feel that's my take on that. Listen to that pod. We break it down even more in depth. Also, we touched on can Mexicans say the N-word? Go if you want the answer to that. From our point of view, so you could go check that out. We got some comments, some people hating already, but
Ooh.
shout out my
Really?
haters. Yes. Couple things you could look at it on your own time.
For the ending for our for the ending of the segment. Let's go back and see what they said for the last episode, shall we?
Go ahead.
Episode
16.
16. Okay. This page. So somebody hit
Carrie
Great Bridgewater,
Jackson.
not
Carrie Jackson.
Carrie Jackson 1433 at Carrie Jackson 143.
Yes.
8 hours ago. Said that this page is trash.
Fuck your life.
And then fuck your life. Whoa, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's crazy that you have to get so upset where you tell someone to fuck their life. But Carrie Jackson 1433, thank you for listening and being a listener to our podcast. This is 30. No Mexicans can't call us ninjas. No other race can't use the N-word. Tyrone Bewley 3791 has spoken and he's standing on business.
Shout out
He's
him.
saying that no Mexicans can't call us ninjas. No other race can't use the N-word. So if you hear that, if you feel like that you agree with Tyrone Bewley 3791, then go ahead and comment or like his post. Also as well, if you think this page is trash, fuck our lives, go ahead and like Carrie Jackson 1433. We appreciate the engagement and we appreciate the feedback because we're here to just have an open forum with anyone and we respect all y'all opinions. So thank you again for listening. Carrie Jackson 1433, thank you for contributing. And Tyrone Bewley 3791, thank you for contributing to the This Is 30 podcast.
That's right. But wait a second. We got somebody playing Devil's Avocado. Right under that, no Mexican could call us ninjas. Comment. We have Champions 482. Yes, we can. So
as you can see, people is playing Devil's Avocados. You got Champions 482 who believes that Mexicans can say it. They're not Mexicans, they are Mexicans. So there you have it, folks.
That's right, guys. Put in your thoughts on that. A hot topic right now, so we appreciate you guys rocking with us because we understand there's probably 1,000 videos on Ryan Garcia at this point, but shout out to y'all, and we're gonna see you on the next one, guys. So take care and get out of here.
See you guys laters.